Got a question from reddit.com/r/magic. This one comes from user Pigs, who asks, what's your opinion of Michael Carbonaro, and have you seen his show, The Carbonaro Effect? Yeah, of course. How could you miss it? It's a cultural phenomenon. And, surprise, he's a really, really great guy. I first met Michael Carbonaro at something called Mystery School, which was something put on by Jeff McBride. And try to imagine this. The year was, I guess, 1997. Wow, that's a hot minute ago. He and I were both kids at the bottom of the ladder, just getting started in magic. And all of a sudden we're meeting so many of our magic heroes. Dan Harlan was there, Kevin James was there, Eugene Berger, Jeff McBride, and you got real one-on-one time with all of these folks. But the big thing they were pushing is not only the theory of magic, but the theory of storytelling, the archetypes, the mythologies behind it, the role of the wizard or the shaman or the trickster. These were deeply valued lessons to me going forward. And even then I noticed that Michael Carbonaro had a unique talent for, number one, making bold decisions, trying things very far out of the box. Each of the students at Mystery School had to give a performance of something they were working on to open it up for critique. And he did this amazing dead silent pantomime in which somebody was flexing in front of a mirror, look at himself doing his magic moves, and then starts to get disappointed in his arm. So he steps behind a curtain, you hear a bunch of robot mechanical noises, and out he comes with like an Iron Man arm on. And he's like, yeah, that's great. And now he's feeling badass, and then he looks at his other arm, he's like, no, that's not gonna work. Ducks behind the curtain, hear a bunch of noises, comes back out, same thing. And then finally it progresses, he ducks behind the curtain and comes out in this full-on like mechano suit. And then he goes to pick up the cards, and because he's now a robot, the cards slip through his fingers, and he realizes that in the quest to become just a little bit better, he's lost the ability to do the thing that he loves the most. And this thing ends with him, and of course he's an excellent mime doing this incredible robot moves, and he ends up kneeling down, reaches back, and then plucks something, and you see this flash pot go off, and you see him commit suicide right in front of you on stage. I literally have goosebumps right now, even remembering that. That's the talent I saw from him 20 years ago. And it's been just an honor to be able to keep up with his career, and we chat from time to time. This is another thing about Michael Carbonaro. He definitely has an abundance mentality. He understands the value of working with other people and sharing ideas. When he first got the opportunity to do On the Tonight Show, before Carbonaro Effect, he hit me up and we did a Skype session where we jammed for like 90 minutes talking about what he could do with the behind the counter, I guess, what was it, the shopkeeper magician? I forget what they called it. But it was so amazing to see some of those ideas that we came up with on the spot percolate in there. And I'm certain that's a big part of the success of his show now, is he knows the value of putting together a team, of listening to other people's input and adjusting to give the best performance possible. A lot of people have this idea that because someone else is successful, it will keep you from being successful. And 20 years ago when I was a kid, I was totally guilty of that. I was one of those people who had an irrational rage against David Blaine because, yeah, I could do that, but he's doing that. It's like, yeah, because he did the legwork. He approached table after table in New York, interrupting Leonardo DiCaprio, hoping that the magic was good enough that he could strike up a friendship. I didn't do that. I was busy goofing around in college at Austin. And here's the crazy part. His success only opened more doors for people like me. I could decide to be jealous of his success and decide, well, he's made it and now I can't. But think about this. Talent doesn't fear talent. That's something my friend Justin Robert Young told me. And if you want to make it as a magician, you want nothing more than for all the David Blaines, the Chris Angels, the David Copperfields, the Michael Carbonaros, and even the Brian Brushwoods to be as famous as possible, to do as well as possible, because all of that elevates the art. We desperately need more magicians if magic is going to be as respected as comedy, as stand-up, as improv, as acting. We want it to be a tournament every bit as difficult to reach the top as rock and roll, because we want magic to have a good reputation. So in that regard, Michael Carbonaro is a fantastic vanguard of success for all of us, and we should be thankful that we have him. Oh, and Darren Brown too. I forgot to list him and all the awesome magicians. Thank you for the question, Pigs. That was a good one. Of course, that's over at reddit.com/r/magic. All of you guys should be hanging out there. They're good people. And if you have a question that you want to send directly to me, hit me up at scamnationshow@gmail.com. I'll catch you guys next time.